Good morning. My name is Karen Brake, and it is June 30th, 2022. And this video is about my journey with leiomyosarcoma. So for those of you who have been following me from the beginning, we've been at this for 1 year. Oh yeah, my cancerversary was June 11th. That's when I found out I had leiomyosarcoma. And actually the doctor informed me on the 14th, and my first appointment up at the Mayo Clinic was shortly thereafter. But it's been a year, and I've been through 4 surgeries, several biopsies, 3 cycles of chemotherapy, followed by a week or 6 of rest to overcome some side effects, and then 3 more cycles, and each cycle was 3 weeks. So it's been a while, and I just recently finished my chemotherapy. Yay, I rang the bell. I'm so excited that it's over and life is sort of getting back to normal. My hair is growing back, although it seems mostly gray. I don't know. Anyway, it's coming back, and it is hair, and that is good. I'm still wearing my compression socks because my ankles got swollen like crazy, so I'm keeping up with the compression socks and trying to wear them more often. Following my chemotherapy finish, my ringing of the bell, I had scans up at the Mayo Clinic, and I am so happy to say I was NED, no evidence of disease, and they did a biopsy and everything came back benign on the biopsy, and NED, yay. So we're off to the races. I've already started playing tennis again, although I am getting handed my butt in tennis because I have no endurance, I have no strength, but that's something you have to build back up. I'm playing golf still. I didn't play for a couple weeks, well, probably a few weeks during the chemotherapy, but I'm trying to maintain that and get that going in full force again. And what that really means is I'm working hard at trying to beat my husband in golf. So, and that's, I have some catching up to do. But anyway, I'm also starting Mahjong again. Oh, and you say, why did you stop playing Mahjong? You know, that's a tile game. You don't have to do anything for that. Well, it was the same day as my chemotherapy, so that just didn't work out. So I'm gonna get back to that next week. I'm very excited about that. I've gotten back to doing things around my own house, some cleaning and some straightening up and a little bit of cooking. While during my chemo, my husband is just the best caretaker ever, and he did all the cleaning and all the cooking, and he did so much. Because when you're on chemo, if you even get a slice on your finger, that could be a bad infection in the end. So he's like, put down that knife. And he did all of that while I was on chemo. And I'm so grateful because he's such a great caregiver. I'm very thankful for him. Anyway, I'm NED. So I am actually going to have a consult with Moffitt, the cancer center there, and Dr. Druda. Anyway, so some things that have sort of been said or whatever up at Mayo has given me pause. And I just think that I want a second opinion, not about my cancer. I know I have cancer. They've been taking it out of me. But I think my treatment options, there are just some things I want to know about the treatment options that Mayo hasn't really been too forthcoming about. And I know they're trying, I don't know what they're trying to do. Anyway, I'm going to have this meeting in July over Zoom. So I don't have to actually go to Moffitt. But we're going to, that's sort of what I want to talk about. Like, if this chemo worked and everything's great, I should not have anything. I should be NED for the next 6 months, and that's good to go. But if I have a breakthrough, and a breakthrough is when you get a metastases within 6 months of your chemotherapy. And so if I have a breakthrough and I have some reoccurrence within the next 6 months, we're going to need to talk about what, we're not just going to talk about it, we're going to do it, what those steps are. Now, they say that there are the only real option for, or the first line of defense is surgery. But that's not always possible. So that's where the chemotherapy and radiation and cryotherapy, all these things come into play. And so if I have a breakthrough and we need to do another chemotherapy, I would like to sort of get an idea of what sort of chemotherapies this doctor would recommend. So one of the things that sort of got to me is that my local oncologist really had to stay on top of Mayo in order to do some systemic chemotherapy because I was NED, but I kept having these recurrences. I mean, they kept happening. And so Mayo wasn't, they weren't doing anything systemic to help. So this doctor down here in the Villages called the doctor up there and said, you know, we need to get her on some chemotherapy. And my oncologist had already asked me about some systemic therapies. And he's up at Mayo. But my oncologist up at Mayo didn't want to do anything, I guess. So anyway, she contacted him up there, and they've worked it out, and that's how I got on chemotherapy and lost my hair. But I guess I was just a little concerned that my oncologist up at Mayo didn't even discuss any of that with me. And I don't know what else he's not discussing. I don't know what he's not discussing. You know, we don't know what we don't know. So we know what we know, and we don't know what we don't know. And he just wasn't really talking about any of that. So anyway, I wanted to get another opinion about treatment options, and so that's what I'm going to do. The long and short of it is. Anyway, that is in July, so I'll put up another video after July. And I really want to say thank you to all of you for watching the videos, for leaving comments, for being so encouraging. There were times that that's all I needed, was to hear something positive, and I could go, I can do this. In fact, my husband said that at some point early in my chemo, during the night, I was talking in my sleep, and I said, I got this. It's okay. In my sleep. But there you go. I knew it would be okay. I just didn't know how hard it would be. And there were days I didn't care. I wanted it to be over. And every day I thank God that he brought me through it. I'm gonna have to get a Kleenex over here real quick, because I'm a crybaby. And while I blubber to you on this video, there wasn't any time in any of all of that I ever doubted God. I doubted me, but never God. And I'm thankful he brought me through that. But part of how I got through that was support, was the great comments and loving things that you guys said to me. That made all the difference. So thank you. And thank you for subscribing. I think I might be up to 70 subscribers now. My YouTube channel really taken off. Yay. 70 subscribers. And I thank every one of you for subscribing and for leaving good comments and helping me out through that. And that is very much appreciated. Okay, now that I'm done blubbering over all of that, I just want to say how much I appreciate all of you. I think I've said that, but I'm going to say it again because that's what I do. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I'll be putting up another video after Moffitt. I think it'll go well because I don't have cancer. I'm NED. So I'll let you know how that goes. So thank you very much and have a great day. Happy 4th of July weekend. It's a whole big weekend. So thank you. Bye.